Is there any cities that we should definitely see? Sounds like you've got out a lot. Is there places-
Mosul, Iraq, Baghdad, Kirkuk. A lot of the cities in Iraq follow like biblical cities.
Mhm.
So Mosul, I think is Never Never, the garden cities, things like that. From the Bible, a lot of they say Iraq was the Garden of Eden, and the reason that the climate and everything is so bad is because of the whole eating the apple, and that's their punishment. So Iraq particularly follows along into a lot of the Bible, the biblical stuff. So anything through Iraq, you can trace back the history to biblical times.
Oh, I didn't know
Should
that.
definitely see the Tigris.
Yeah, Tigris and Euphrates River.
Euphrates. When you go through Kuwait City is a magnificent place.
Really?
Magnificent. And believe it or not, they actually have TGI Fridays and stuff like that, those kind of restaurants there.
Kuwait,
I'll leave
Kuwait
that.
is a more westernized
Uh-huh.
city. Yeah.
Okay.
When you think of your visit to the Middle East, what stands out for you?
Heat. How hot it was. How lucky we are to live in America and have the technology and just the way our houses are built and the way our cities are built, how we're free to move around, and our roads, just having our roads paved and not having huge holes or the trash. They don't have the same rules that we have. So somebody can throw a bag of trash out their back window and just leave it on the street. So even our worst cities with the graffiti and things like that aren't as trashed as some of the cities over there. So our technology and our way of life, I'm lucky for that.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest thing is, not that we're better, but that we're definitely more comfortable.
Mhm.
I agree with him wholeheartedly.
Okay. What about school? Does everybody get to go to school over there, and how does that work?
Depends on the culture. There's two different cultures. There's the Kurdish Iraqis, and then there's the Muslim Iraqis. And the culture dictates. In the northern part of Iraq, where it's more Kurdish run, it's more male-female friendly, so boys and girls go to school together. In the southern part of Iraq, where it's more of the Muslim culture, then the girls are pushed to the back, and the boys are the ones that go to school and do, day-to-day studying, things like that. So.
Okay. And do the women, are they able to walk around the streets freely and do all that?
Again, northern Iraq,
Okay.
where it's Kurdish, the women can wear jeans and t-shirts and, westernized clothing. And again, in southern Iraq, they wore the burqa and they wore, full cover, and they weren't allowed to associate with the guys, or even as we were traveling through as visitors, they would get in trouble if they would wave at us or, things like that.
Or when I was traveling through to get to Baghdad, you would see, them going to the back of the house and, out of the way and stuff. In Kuwait, going to this place there called the Shark Mall, and we'd go there just to hang out and stuff, and, the women would actually walk behind the men, and they would wear the burqa, and most of the time their eyes are cast down. If they get caught looking at somebody from the U.S. or something like that, they could get in some trouble over that.
Mm.
But also they have some women that wear westernized clothes.
And still have multiple wives?
I don't know. The guys that I had working with me, the Iraqi nationals that I had working with me, had one wife and a family. I think that culture has gone past for the most part, unless you're you know, really wealthy or able to support a lot of wives.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So what about the food? Did you get out to eat some of the local food? Was there
Yes.
any,
um,
was there certain specialties that you really liked?
personally, I don't know what it was called, but they would take like peppers and cucumbers and tomatoes and they would stuff it with rice and like sausage and vegetables and spices, and they were just outstanding. They were really, really good. So a lot of vegetarian food. Meat is more of a luxury item because of the climate and you know, how they're able to get cattle, livestock, and beef and things into the country. So a lot of vegetarian food, a lot of light food because of the temperature. You didn't have heavy meals during the day. You have a heavy meal like late in the evening when it started to cool off. But
And it would cool
was-
down to about 100, you said?
Yeah, cool down to about 100. So all the food that I tried, I really enjoyed. I didn't have anything that was like, you would never try that again. So
Good.
Yeah, I really didn't get an opportunity to try the food there.
Okay.
How did you know if it was safe to eat?
if they were eating it, if it was gonna be poisoned or if it was gonna be bad, it would be something that the locals wouldn't eat. So when if I got an opportunity to go to a restaurant or go someplace where the locals were eating, if they were eating it, then I would assume that it was safe for me to eat. The only time that I got sick was they have a different tolerance for like their water. If I didn't use, you know, bottled water, sometimes it would upset my stomach. But other than that, it was really safe. It seemed like it.
They're still here. But
Yeah,
still.
still.
Now, do they have grocery stores and things like that over there like we do?
It's a lot of open markets.
Yeah.
A lot of open markets. They don't have like per se a Safeway or something like that. They do like a specialty shop, like one shop will be just for this kind